Hey y'all, sprinkle, sprinkle. Sorry it took me a second to get on over here, but I had to, do a little technical stuff. So, how are y'all? I see some of y'all over here from TikTok. I appreciate y'all. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Okay, so we're going to be talking about get more by doing less. Okay, some of y'all need this lesson because some of y'all be doing too much and getting nothing. All right. When you are valuable to yourself, when your time is valuable, think about this. Just think about it for 2 seconds. When you're valuable to yourself and your time is valuable, and the favors and the things that you do are so valuable that you don't go around just doing them for free. And it takes a lot to get stuff done for you. Psychologically, what this does is make people value you more. And they want to give you more to do the normal things other people are out there doing for free and the normal things that they expect from most people. If you don't do it and they really like you, that's the formula, they will give you more by doing less. You will get more by doing less. This is the truth, I promise you, especially if they like you. They don't like you, they don't even want you there in the first place, okay? If they do like you, do less. That's how you keep them. That's how you keep them chasing. That's how you keep them generous. Do less. The less you do for people, the more they want to do for you. It is just the truth. Promise you. Promise you. Okay? If they don't like you, they're going to let you know they don't like you. And you don't need reassurance that they don't like you. When someone does not value your presence, take it away. Don't keep trying to push yourself on people that don't value you or like you. It makes you look less valuable. It looks like you're on the discount bin. When people go shopping and they see something for full price or expensive, it makes them want it more. When they see it in the bargains clearance aisle marked down 3 and 4 times, begging to be bought, think about it. Some people will buy it, but it ain't going to be the people that would have bought it at full price. Okay? So treat yourself. Never go on sale. Never be a bargain. Always be high up and expensive. Is Grey Goose soda lime a classy drink? It doesn't really sound classy when you order it. Grey Goose soda lime. Excuse me, bartender. Give me a Grey Goose soda lime. Does that sound classy to you? I mean, it may taste good, it may look good at a cup, but do it sound classy to order? Just think about it. Even in a British accent, it don't even sound classy. You know, a British accent make anything sound classy. That's why I did it in both accents. It don't sound even classy in the classiest accent, darling. Thank you, Amy. Sprinkle, sprinkle. So there you go. Let me get the Grey Goose and soda. Nope, still don't sound classy. Shira, how about friendship if she changes her attitude after she finds a boyfriend and values me less? That means that okay, so honestly, I don't care. You find a boyfriend, good for you. Is he paying for both of us to go out? Because I look good too. You know what I'm saying? If not, let her have her time and go find you a man or another friend. All right, sprinkle. Friendships change, relationships change. They're not supposed to stay the same. Life does not stay the same. It constantly changes. If you put your friendship on hold so she could explore that relationship, great, wonderful. I really don't care. You should be doing different stuff too. Change is good, baby. That's just my opinion. All right. Things are supposed to change for the better anyway. Find you another, maybe it's time for you to find a second friend to hang out with or something else to do. Your husband wants you to work as well. What do I do? Say you can't find a job. Or if you do, say you're working with super rich men all day. Sprinkle. Guess what, honey? I found a job. Who are you going to be? A billionaire's assistant. Personal assistant. I may be called out all hours of the night. I may have to go out of town. Or, you know what? Yeah. What do you think about that? Sprinkle, sprinkle. What if he asks for the money back? Then he wasted his breath. Sprinkle, sprinkle. What if you ask for your time back? Same thing. You wasted your breath. Okay. Time is money. Do you understand that equation? All right, then. Wonderful. So what do you do if a man overly sexual makes you uncomfortable but has money? Make sure that you make him overly uncomfortable for being overly a gold digger. The same amount of uncomfort that you feel when he asks you about those things, make sure he feels it when you ask him about this money. All right. Ask him for big stuff. You know, I saw this yacht the other day at the marina and it was for sale. Maybe we should go take a look at it. Oh, does that make you uncomfortable? All right, then. Let me read some of these. What? How? What? Okay, what do you say when he asks what you're looking for when you just started talking? I'll know it when I see it, baby. I'll know it when I see it. You might be a contender. Don't ever give them details because all they're going to do is act like the details that you gave them to get with you and roll around on the mattress. And then they're not even that person or doing with those things. Don't ever tell a man what you're looking for. Never. Because then he's going to fake it so you think that he's what you're looking for. He don't know what you're looking for, so he got to impress you on all levels. All right. It's like, oh, I'll know it when I see it, but you're a good contender. So he ain't gonna know what he doing. But he just gonna need to try everything. Try spending, try impressing you, try being a good person, you know, all of the above. You're not looking for anything in particular. You'll know it when you see it. If he says, are you looking for marriage? Are you looking for that? Like, I'm never looking for anything. Things are always looking for me, baby. I attract, I don't chase. Okay. You say, okay, so is it harder to get a rich man if you are physically impaired? It just depends. Some people are into that. It just depends, you know. You got to get in where you fit in. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Thank you, Brittany Summers. I appreciate you. You said, Shira, you are on a break with your man, with your men or man? We argued for almost a week. I stay with him. Our arguments normal because of breaking boundaries and him being forgetful. Okay, ma'am. Sometimes men start fights with you so that they can go do what they want to do without being bothered. So I don't know if you started the fight or if he started the fight or if he triggered you to start the fight. But sometimes men start arguments and fights with women so they can go talk to their other women or go do whatever they want to do with their friends. So if you're that emotionally involved with this person, instead of just being with them for their money, and you care about if they forget things or break boundaries or whatever, as long as your bills are paid and you're living your best life, I would say this. When you push a man away and all those things and they're paying for all your bills, you're just pushing them to other women. That's why you don't get emotionally involved with them. Sprinkle, sprinkle. If they're broke, then you know what? Good for you. How to deal with narcissistic provider husband? By not really caring what he thinks or listening to what he says. Just collect the money now. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Just label them an ATM and don't listen to what they say until the funds start running low. Then you got to remind them, get the money up in their account, darling. But if they're a narcissistic provider, just mute their words and just collect their money. Don't become emotionally attached. Don't allow their opinions of you or what they say to you even register in your brain. Just get their money, darling. Okay. Cut them off in all other areas except for receiving funds. All right. If y'all put too much into that relationship with a narcissist, you're feeding them. Just let them feed you their money. Okay. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Do more and you're going to get less. Get more by doing less. Stop caring. All right. Now, if y'all are trying to be lover girls and hold hands and walk to the beach and walk up the sand on sunset and look at each other's eyes and profess your love to each other, this is not the channel for you. That's Disney Channel, darling. Maybe Hallmark. If you over here trying to get your money up, trying to live your best life and understand how the real world works, great. Welcome. Do I sell sprinkle, sprinkle baby merch? No, ma'am. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Honestly, I don't think sprinkle, sprinkle should be on any baby outfits. I want your baby to be a little bit more classy than having sprinkle, sprinkle on there. I mean, it's cute. You know, wait till they get a little older, maybe like teenage years. You can wear the shirt though. I got adult merch, ma'am. Sir, sorry. Yeah. I have adult merch that has t-shirts, caps, hats, water bottles, sweatshirts. You know, look at my description bar. Thank you, Period Goddess. Sprinkle, sprinkle. You said love the look. I appreciate that, ma'am. All right. So get more by doing less. All right. And I'm not talking about looks. I'm talking about effort, attention, and all of that with a man and doing too much for a man. A man feels useless if you're doing everything. They feel useless. All right. A man feels useless if you're doing everything, if you don't need nothing from them. And I know a woman shouldn't need anything from a man, but guess what? If you pretend like you do, you're going to get extra. All right. Thank you, Charla. Thank you, Taz. Sprinkle, sprinkle. So, for example, if you really don't need help with nothing, because who does these days with all the technology we have? Pretend you do. Lie. Okay. That's how you create more. That's how you get more, by doing less and do less. You know? Stop trying to do everything, manage everything, be everybody's boss. Save that for your employees if you have any. But when you're around a grown, able-bodied man, you're supposed to act a little bit helpless. Okay? Even though you know you're not. But that's going to get you more money. Okay? So a man told you he likes you more when you act cold, of course, because it puts them into, you know, fix it mode. And men love to fix stuff or solve problems or they love a challenge. It puts them into that mode. Fix it mode, challenge mode, do better mode, improve mode, create, build the relationship, make sure it's working, fix it. It's a challenge, have to conquer it. It puts them in that mode when they don't have, you know, 100% total access to you all the time and can predict your every move and have you eating out of the palm of their hand. That's boring. That's literally a pet. Okay. And what do men do with pets? Feed them, pet them, leave them at home. Sprinkle, sprinkle. You said, do you just let old men talk? Of course. Plan outfits in your head if you're bored. Have Pinterest in your head, okay? Plan how to decorate your home or make outfits and stuff in your mind if their conversation is quite boring. Because y'all literally be sitting there paying attention and expecting the conversation to be wonderful and great. Girl, he tell the same story to everybody, and he take forever if he's old. Plan outfits in your mind. Be doing something, productive. You can pay attention every now and then so you can see his triggers and how to get his money. But after that, when he's going to story mode and telling the story for the fifth, sixth time, girl, just make outfits in your mind. Thank you, Ocean Devotion. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Thanks for the super sticker. A 75-year-old man say he want to whisper sensual Bible studies in your ear. Okay, well, tell him that costs money. Sprinkle, sprinkle. It's like, you know what? You can whisper whatever you want in my ear as long as you whisper some money in that bank account at the same time. Then maybe I'll actually listen. Money talks. You found a revealing pic on his phone and he didn't send. What? He didn't send to me. He said he was planning on sending it to me. Do you think he's lying? Of course I do. Sprinkle, sprinkle. He's a man. Why else would he be taking that picture and not sending it right away? Girl, he sent it to somebody. Hopefully it's another woman and not another man. Sprinkle, sprinkle. All right. Where do you recommend meeting men who provide rich? On the rich side of town, during the daytime, doing rich activities, golf course, country club, expensive gym, dog parks, grocery stores, happy hour, bars and restaurants on the rich side of town during the day, tennis club, racquetball club, pickleball club, baby. Rich side of town, daytime activities, early evening, because rich people ain't out super late. They got, they get up early. Thank you, sophisticated chatting. Thank you, ma'am. You had it. Okay, so you got issues. Girl, you need to go to the weight loss clinic. Okay. You had sugar daddy when you was 33, 33. Now you're 38. You put on weight. Okay. Okay. Girl, go to the weight loss clinic. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Ask for that triceptide. Sprinkle, sprinkle. If you qualify for it, just get on it. Well, you ain't got to struggle no more. Just get some money. Go to the weight loss clinic. Ask for that triceptide. Med spa. Don't go to your doctor. Go to weight loss clinic or med spa. Triceptide. All right. If someone been struggling and they can't lose weight the old-fashioned way, giving them diet tips ain't gonna help. Just go get the shot, baby. I'm trying to tell y'all. If someone struggles with whatever, weight loss, weight gain, or whatever, and they've already been trying everything since probably day one, just go get the shot. Skip all the rigmarole. Maintain it with the healthy lifestyle. All right, sprinkle, sprinkle. They already lazy. But once, if you get a head start, you can then maintain it. All right. Just like some of y'all are broke. And if somebody just gave y'all $1 million, some of y'all gonna be able to keep it and maintain it and get richer, right? Get finer, get richer. Okay. It's the same thing. Go take the shortcut and see if you can maintain it. There you go. That's like saying y'all lazy because y'all ain't millionaires yet. Somebody gave you $1 million, or you got you an old man to invest in you and gave you some money to get you a head start. See what you can grow and maintain. It's the same thing. That's why I don't down people that take whatever they need to take to get what they need to go. Y'all will lay on the table for a BBL, but won't take a shot to get skinny. That don't make no sense. All right. Say the name again. Triceptide. Just go to your med spa and ask for it. Don't take the semaglutide. It don't work that well. You're going to be on there for 8 months and lost 2 pounds. Thank you, Charla. Get the triceptide. It works faster. You told me to go for new money, old money since say go for new money, old man, since I'm curvy. Do you recommend to wear more tight? No. Still, okay, so do I recommend you to wear bodycon, but classy outfits to stick to the old money? Okay. So new money wants to look like old money sometimes, but they still have the physical attraction to more curvy women. So classy, sexy. Okay. Look like you can be in the room with old money as well. Sprinkle, sprinkle. They can see the curves still. Should you have a narc husband's baby? He had a baby on you and I forgave him, but now he also wants me to get pregnant. Is he super rich, man? Miss Stacy, this man have money? Like you can go to the dealership and get any car you want money. You got the nice house money. You got the maid money. If not, I'm not doing none of that. Sprinkle. I'm not doing none of that unless he got money. You know what I'm saying? Because you don't care about him and what he's doing. You care about the lifestyle and the money he's offering. So if he doesn't even have the lifestyle or the money, then why are you still there? Because he ain't got what you like. You're not there for him. You're there for the lifestyle. Whatever he's doing out there, wonderful, great. Protect yourself, take him to the vet. If the lifestyle is great, you're there for the lifestyle. You love the lifestyle, not him. Get your priorities together. If you don't love him, if you don't love his lifestyle, if you love the lifestyle more than you love him, stay. If you love him more than you love the lifestyle, be out. Okay? Because some women don't care about the man, whatever they're doing. They're not going to roll around on the mattress with them. They're going to find an excuse. Oh, I have a headache. Go with the other one. I don't care. As long as the baby can go to private school, who cares? Why are you there? Are you there for him or for yourself? If you're there for him and he's not making you happy and you're there for him and you're doing too much and he don't care about you, then leave. But if you're there for his lifestyle, the money that he's offering, and to live your best life and do whatever you want to do with his money, then stay. It all depends on the reason you're with him. There is no right or wrong answer. Why are you there? If you're there for him and he's not there for you, then you're there emotionally. You need to leave if he's not treating you right emotionally. If you don't care what this person's doing and you just want to match your drapes and your decor and you want to go shop and you want your kids to have the best and you don't really care what he's doing, wonderful, stay. But if you care about him, go. Because he don't care about you. Sprinkle, sprinkle. All right. Hope y'all understand that. Some people don't care and they just want the lifestyle. Some people care and want the man. Some people want both. But I'd rather the lifestyle. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Because both is too much work, baby. Think about it. Thank you, Serena. Sprinkle, sprinkle. You said you want a Chanel bag for your provider, but he wants to keep it for later as a birthday gift because it's expensive. How can I have it from him before that? Lie about your birthday. So you know what? I lied about my birthday. It's actually sooner. I just don't want to give you all my real information. Honestly, I don't know how long your birthday is or whatever, but if you come up with how much the purse actually costs, if you can get something like get him some, weird excuse to why you need a big lump sum of money, then you can go buy your own purse and he gives you the money. Okay. Or you can make up some philosophical stuff saying, we should live each day like it's our birthday. Why wait for then when we can be happy now? Let's go get the purse now. Look good and smell good when you telling him that. Be dressed up, looking good like a snack, and maybe he'll do it. But you gotta seduce it out of him, girl. You don't have to roll around on the mattress with him, but you gotta seduce it out of him in other ways. If he doesn't give it to you, it's like, well, you know what? If you can't afford another birthday gift and you don't want to give me one early, I guess I understand. Then you start insulting his money, okay? But not in a mean way. You say, you know what? You're right. It is expensive. I mean, you can't afford to give me something now and on my birthday. Then he's going to think you're going to go look for a man with more money. Thank you, Alice. Sprinkle. He's your boss and your boyfriend. He's narcissistic. And yesterday he said he don't want me to talk with anyone. So he broke up with me and decided just to keep work, just work what to do to make him back. Girl, I don't want that. I wouldn't want to work unless he's the owner. Is he the owner? Because the boss and the owner ain't the same thing. And also, if you're still working with him, if you were smart, you know, you would have already stayed on the payroll without having to do any work. You already knew he was narcissistic. The best thing you could do is just go find a man with more money. Sprinkle. Thank you, Charla, for the super stickers. Girl, go get you one with more money. Keep your job until you do. Here you go. Act like you never even knew him personally. Just get your money and go get a man with more money. That's always the best revenge, ma'am. And I wouldn't want him back. All right. We don't chase, we attract even more. When you are done with one, you go get one that is worth more. Okay. You move forward in life. You don't downgrade. If you're downgrading, what's the point? Move up. Never downgrade, always upgrade, baby. You said, is being catcalled necessarily a bad thing? If you're on a broke side of town, it is, ma'am. Where you at? You on the rich side of town? They catcalling on the rich side of town? I don't know. Where you at, ma'am? You said, what age range would you be okay with? Like 10 years older max? Girl, 10 is not enough. Honestly, okay, here's my thing. I'm smart, right? I'm mature mentally. I need somebody also smart or smarter than me. So 10 years ain't enough. Sprinkle. And still, sometimes 20 years ain't enough. They got to be smart, experienced. And that takes, unless you're a super nerd and know a lot and can back it up with money, I need you to be smarter and wiser than me. Because otherwise, you know, that makes me in charge. Thank you, Charla. Sprinkle. 10 years ain't nothing. I'm smarter than somebody 10 years older than me. But they know that I don't. Some old songs. I need somebody smarter and older. So if you don't have somebody smarter, wiser, or with more experience than you, they can't teach you nothing. They can't really impress you unless they're just giving you a bunch of money. That's the only thing that can really impress you. If someone can't teach you something, isn't wiser than you, or can impress you mentally. That's the only thing. They can only give you money. So they need to be like, if you're very young and don't know nothing, maybe somebody 10 years older is impressive to you. But when you are my age, you need to go a little bit older. Or if you're 30, you need to go a lot older. Because if you don't know anything by 30, something wrong with you. You know what I'm saying? If I was 30, I'd be going for somebody in their 50s. Definitely. Sprinkle. So, I'm not going for anybody in their 40s in my 30s. I ain't even going for nobody in my 30s nor my 40s. If I'm 30, when I was 30, I was already married with kids. But if I were younger, if I was 30 years old, and I was out there with y'all today on the dating scene, they got to be 50 and up. If I'm 40, they got to be 60 and up. Okay? Or they got to be super rich, just All right. Thank you, Alice. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Thank you, Charla. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Yeah, if they're not super rich doing this, don't deal with them. If they're not old enough to do this with no problems, don't deal with them. Mhm. You said being catcalled at the mall is dusty. Anybody can go to the mall, man. Like, we don't know if they were dusty or not. Yeah. You said, what's the definition of rich, rich? Okay, so the point of being rich, rich is to be able to provide fully. So if they can fully provide for you and you can pretty much do whatever you want, you ain't got to work, you can live your life free, you don't have to check your bank accounts all the time, you can vacation. That's rich. Rich, rich is where you can, do a little bit more than that. Okay. Then wealthy is when you'll never run out of money. If you don't do nothing, you could lay around all day and don't do nothing and still never run out of money. So depends on what type of lifestyle you really, really want. Young and rich, make sure they're giving you money. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Don't depend on them emotionally. Don't invest in them super emotionally. Just get their money. Most young people aren't trying to, do the most emotionally anyway. They're just trying to have fun. You style abundance. I style abundance. Thank you, ma'am. Happy summer to you too. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Okay. So here's my thing. If you're going to date a younger man or a man that's young and rich, great, wonderful, have a great time. Date them still for lifestyle. If you get emotionally invested and they break your heart, you're going to be distraught. Who cares? You don't want that with any man, broke man or rich man, young man or old man. So emotionally, spend your money like you spend your emotions. If you're with a grown, able-bodied man, you don't spend no money. They spend it on you. If they don't like you times 10, why are you with them? You know what I'm saying? Y'all hear what men talk about. Oh, I'm going to upgrade later on the woman, or I'm going to have 2 or 3. And y'all are sitting here emotionally investing in these men that don't emotionally invest in you. Just get their money, man. You can pretend you're emotionally invested, but don't really be. Just be invested in the lifestyle and make sure that you're able to keep, grow, and create your own with their money by being in that relationship. Okay. You just had a potential sugar daddy and he hasn't really been consistent with you and your attention, which is something you're not used to. We hooked up, which was the bad thing, and he paid me. He says he's interested. Okay. Like I told y'all, men are less obsessed with you once you roll around on the mattress. Okay. Now they think you're going to work for them. The best thing you can do is act uninterested. And they may start to chase temporarily again, and then you could pick it back up from there. Okay, you're 25, he's 37 or 40. He got you pregnant and left. What should I do? File child support, darling. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Sorry that happened to you, Miss Nina, but the child support offices are open. You can actually file online. Get on there, type in the little information. If you live in the state of Texas, you could actually get child support before the child is even born if you're pregnant. All right, wonderful. Have fun. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Hope he's rich. Okay, spoiled brat says, Shira, he let me use his card, then reported the charges as fraud. A month later, what should you do? He's broke, man. Next, sprinkle, sprinkle. How to marry into young, old, or new money families if you're not on their social caliber. Young money don't care, baby. Thank you, boss, baby. Young money don't care. Super, super old money don't care. That means like they got to be old money and near the grave. Old man with old money will marry anything for his last couple of years of happiness. All right. So you got to either get a real old, close to death, 1 foot in the grave, old money, or you got to get you a new money that's old too. All right. You said Anna Nicole Smith. See. Old money, that means old money, 1 foot in the grave. They just want to be happy in their last couple of years. They do not care. They're like, you know what? I've lived all these years trying to keep the old family money, you know, uh, this way. Now I got to live my life. That's what they start thinking like when they're like, on the beat machine, on the oxygen tank. Then they'll just go for whatever they want. Thank you, Yolanda. She sent me a cash app. Thank you, ma'am. Sprinkle. Thank you, ma'am. I appreciate you. Good to see you. Good to see you too. She says, have an awesome day. I appreciate you. Thank you, Alice. And thank you, Tima. Appreciate y'all for being a new member. And thank you, Alice. How do you stay detached? Stay attached to lifestyle and not emotion. Understand this. The more you do, the less they do. Do less, get more. Understand that. Understand this. Stop thinking like they trained you to think. Think the correct way. Get more by doing less. Okay. Thank you. Reprogram yourself. What are you attaching to? False hope, an idea? Attach to some money. That's real. That's tangible. If they like you, they're going to give you. They're going to invest in you. You're going to have something to show how much they like you with. Words don't matter. All right? If you're not attaching to actions, lifestyle, what they can provide, you're attaching to a fantasy and an idea. Attach to some money. Sprinkle. Attach to some money, man. You can't attach to money, then how are you supposed to attach to anything? Okay? If you attach to dust, you're attached to false hope, fantasy. Attach to something tangible and more grounded, like some money. Make sure he got some money. All right? Sprinkle. Don't be on a treasure hunt on a ship, on a boat with no anchor. Get that money. How to talk with confidence to a rich man. If you look good, you're going to talk with confidence to any man. Look good. Look good, feel good, main character energy. You could talk to any man. Hopefully not a dusty, though. All right. If y'all could talk to a handsome dusty that look better than you, and you can't talk to no ugly rich man, what's wrong with y'all? You could talk to a pretty boy dusty that still live with his mama and asking you to borrow your car, but you can't talk to an ugly old man with some money. What's the point? What the heck? It's the same thing. They all want the same thing. One just might want your money versus you wanting their money. All right. Mm-hmm. Thank you, Saf, for being a member. Sprinkle. So also getting more by doing less also means you're paying less attention to them. Have y'all noticed that when these women in the comments start asking, well, my sugar daddy wants me to pay more attention to him, and like they're begging for attention from women. They're begging you to give them that attention. Okay. Because you're doing less. Now they're obsessed. Now they want more. You leave them wanting more. That's the key. You leave them wanting more, they're going to chase. They're going to be begging you for attention. They're now in the palm of your hands. Now you can ask them for what you want. People say, how do I ask for money? Do less. Get them begging for more. Leave them wanting more. And that doesn't mean rolling around on a mattress. That means doing less, talking less, being less impressed. On the first couple of dates, you should be insinuating things that they could be doing for you to impress you that cost money. You should come up with some fake problems that they can solve if they want to be your hero or if they want to impress you right away. Because in the beginning of any type of dating relationship, men want to impress you hard. So they're going to do the most in the very beginning. If you already impressed with the bare minimum, they don't see a need to impress you with the most. So you gotta start off acting like you only impressed by certain things, expensive things. You got this obstacle in the way that can be solved financially. If they want to impress you, remove the obstacle, you know? So a lot of times that is what y'all need to be doing instead of trying to impress them. They're already impressed if they ask you out. Y'all need to understand this. They are already impressed if you sitting across the table with them. That's all you need to know. Do less. Now it's their turn to impress you. Okay? And they will do the most if they like you times 10. So if you're trying to get something out of them, it's best to mention it right away. They like you and they're trying to impress you. They're going to invest in you. They're going to want to keep you around. They're going to want to prove themselves as a provider or someone who is serious and want to be there. If you're just one on the list because you met these dudes online, they're going to be like, well, I can go out with the next Pikmisha tomorrow. You know, that's why I tell y'all don't meet men online as well. Thank you, Michelle, Sprinkle Sprinkle. And thank you, Charlotte, again. Miss Winters, thank you, ma'am. Thanks, Michelle. So yeah, your presence is valuable. Now, this is why I also tell you all not to date online or take your profile offline. Let me tell you why. Because if everyone has access to you on an app, you're not valuable. Let me repeat that because y'all don't understand. If everyone has access to get possibly on a date with you on several apps across the board, you're not valuable. Okay? You're literally advertising to any old thing, even dust. Stop meeting men online. You're already telling them you ain't valuable if you're online. If you on a dating app, you ain't valuable. Anybody got a chance. Anybody who slide up into your DM that got a credit card that's trying to get extra flyer miles on their credit card by dining out can have access to you. What you doing, man? Get off. Okay. Now, I hope it makes sense. Get more by doing less. How to do less? By looking good. By looking good. Mm-hmm. Y'all already know the answer. And caring less. Do look good, care less, care more for yourself. All right. Y'all know those people that are selfish, that look good, that expect a lot. People don't ask them to do everything. They only approach them when there's something good, when there's an invite, when they want their presence, when they want someone valuable in their presence. They're not going to approach you to do the labor. Okay, your new boyfriend says for nice dinners and covers, okay, he paid for nice dinners, covers expenses when you travel, but wants me to pay for less expensive dates like ice cream. Is this okay? Or do I hold my ground and say he needs to pay 100%? Tell him you on a diet. You don't need no ice cream, baby. Sprinkle. It's like, no, I'm on a diet. I don't want any ice cream. And I don't think we should be dating if you can't afford it. That's what I would say. We don't have to date as much. Cut back on the dates. Because obviously he can't afford it. Easy to get is easy, so easy too far. Yeah. Here's my thing. He's your boyfriend. He's still asking you to reach in that purse. Tell him, no, we can cut back on the dating. You got this. Big money. Call him big money. Tell him we can cut back on the dates. We got this. You got this, sir. I'm not reaching in my pocket. Sprinkle. You said ice cream. What have you got to? Girl, don't do it. Don't pay for no ice cream. He just wants to know that you're a Pikmisha. Now, Men, some people will be mad about this. But the reason I'm telling y'all not to pay for the cheap dates is because they're going to ask for more later on. It doesn't stop there. Okay. Then they're going to ask you to pay for the cheap stuff at the grocery store, or the cheap DoorDash, or the cheap this, or then all of a sudden you're going to be paying for a lot more than you bargained for. So don't pay for nothing. Say, no, thank you. All right. It will only lead to more things. That's what I tell you. Don't do it. All right. It's a gateway for you to pay for more crap. So don't even open it. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Not because I'm mean, not because you can't afford a little ice cream date, not because he's not worth an ice cream date. If you want to go eat ice cream and have somebody else pay for it, tell him to go visit his mama. Because it's going to lead to more. He's going to say, okay, I got her to do that. Now, what else can I get her to do? Nope. Can't even get me no, I ain't buying you no ice cream, sir. On to the next. All right. Nope. You could take me to ice cream and hand me your credit card and I'll pay for it with your card. But that's as close as we getting. Someone says it's a test. It's a test to see if you're a Pikmisha. The answer is no. I'm so sorry. And just it's against everything I stand for. You wouldn't mind marrying an older guy, but what type of things can I say to my family and friends? Nothing. It's none of their business. Your life is your life. Isn't that right? Do you need approval from everyone on who you're going to marry? Just because they're young does not mean that they're going to be the best partner anyway, best husband anyway. Why do you need to explain everything? If you found somebody that makes you happy and pays them bills and gives you money, you don't need anybody's approval. Do what you want. Okay? Sprinkle, sprinkle. He said, what if he's 62 and living with his, what? What if he is 62 and is living with his dad and sister to take care of them? Does he have money? Does he have a east and a west wing? Like on a Silk Sonic song? Because that's too many people in the house, man. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Like, how big is his house? How big is his money? All right. Thank you, Hallie. Sprinkle, sprinkle. How far to drive to go to nice places? How often? As often as possible. And as soon as you get to the rich side of town, that's where you can stop and get out. Thank you, Alice. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Thank you, Haley. Sprinkle, sprinkle. All right. Go to Google or whatever search engine you use, Safari, whatever. Type in richest zip code and put in the name of your city. They're going to give you all the richest zip codes. You go find places to hang out over there. All right. As often as possible. Become a member somewhere over there. Join a gym over there. Make friends over there. Hang out over there as often as possible. Okay. You're going to meet people over there. You're going to get invited to stuff over there. Da, 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 da. Okay. Thank you, Barbara. You said Barbara, not the builder. Okay. Thank you. Sprinkle, sprinkle, girl. I know that's right. She said she's not Barbara the builder, but she is Barbara. Okay. I appreciate that, ma'am. Very, very generous. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Okay. What is this? What to do when a guy said marry me, but turns to say he liked organic growth? He was married but divorced. My kind of guy, though. He's 49, I'm 29. With organic growth, he got a garden or something? He don't like that GMO? Wonderful. Shop organic. Go to Whole Foods. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Okay. What? Said compost. Okay, I don't know what to tell y'all. Okay, thank you, Smith Karen, Sprinkle Sprinkle. Is it wrong to cut a man off that you've dated for 3 years because he won't help me with something I really need? He had means to help me. What? No, ask the other one, man. If you dating a man for 3 years with no ring, you should have another man on the side. Where's the other one? Where's the guy trapped in the friend zone that's just waiting to get out? Go ask him for it. If the man that you're with for 3 years won't help you with something, you're not going to be around much longer. You're not his wife. You're his placeholder. Get a clue, get a hint, and I hope you have another one. Sprinkle, sprinkle. You ain't the one, man. You just the one for now. I'm sorry to be the one to break the news to you, but it's better that you find out now rather than later. He's using you as a placeholder. He doesn't take you seriously. He doesn't care about your well-being. Go get another one. I hope you have another one. Sprinkle, sprinkle. How to take advantage of the 4th of July to finish sugar daddy providers. Huh? You live in some DC area. Men stare and pay for drinks and dinner, but I need more bills. Okay. Well, find the real old ones that look really desperate. Okay. You gotta tell a fake story to get them interested in rescuing you. Okay. You gotta play dumb, act like they're the smartest thing you've ever met, be interested in their boring stories, smile a lot, brag about them in public. Like if you're at a bar and, old man is talking to you and some other person is walking by, or some other chick, and be like, oh my gosh, he is so funny. I really love our conversation. But you know what? My poor Aunt Ethel, she just texted me and like I got to go help her with her bills. Now I got to figure out how to do mine. But I have to take care of her. She's family. Anyway, you are so funny. How are you? Oh my gosh, this drink is so delicious. What do you call it again? Because he's going to suggest the drink. Because you got to make him feel like he's smart and important and all this stuff, and suggested a drink to you. Old man, you're so funny. I wish I would have met you sooner. Because this drink is so good. I wish I would have known about this sooner. Thank you for suggesting it, by the way. You got to act stupid, dumb, like they done solved all your problems already. All right? Don't call him old man. Don't call him by his name. How do you deal with judgment from friends when you are openly on the path for money? How should you dress on the rich side of town like you rich? Sprinkle, sprinkle. Congrats on the Lizzo song. Thank you, ma'am. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Anyone that's standing in your way from you getting more money and bettering yourself is in the way. Ignore what they say and continue to go, and don't tell them all your information, and just do what you do. Once you accomplish what you're set out to accomplish, they're going to want to enjoy the spoils with you or ask you how you did it. So who cares? Don't care. Keep some stuff private. Don't tell everybody your business if you don't want to be judged. Do what you want to do, and once you get to where you're going, they're going to be like, oh, how did you do that? Okay? Who cares? Why you got to tell everybody everything? If you become obsessed about money, you're going to naturally attract other people that feel and think the same way. And all the other people are going to be like dwindling away who don't feel the same way. You got to get on a certain level, a certain path, a certain degree, a certain frequency to attract more money. Okay. And that's not how you do it, by telling everybody your business who don't care. All right. Thank you, Yazzie. How to get and plot on successful, handsome 70-year-old to leave his 40-year-old wife, 40-plus-year-old wife, 2 sons, age 10. She's spiraling. I'm 25. He was married 3 times, girl. And he'll probably get married again on the 4th. The wife has to leave him, man. Sprinkle, sprinkle. There you go. There's the answer. Because y'all understand this. They don't leave. The wives leave. Thank you, Marie. She sent me a cash app. All right. Any book recommendations? Yes, mine. SheRaSeven books on Amazon. The best book I can tell you if you're starting off is I Bring Nothing to the Table. All right. Then get Too Pretty to Pay Bills, and then get The Wisdom of SheRaSeven, and then get Sprinkle, Sprinkle. Then get Leveling Up to Your Best Life. And then you can get my coloring book. If, for your kids, for your teenagers, if you can't read, there you go. The book links are in my description bar on YouTube under here. Okay, you're so used to using apps and you suck at meeting people in person. How to become more approachable? By looking approachable, looking like you want to be somewhere, looking like you got dressed to look good and to be approached. You know what I'm saying? Sprinkle, sprinkle. You got to act like you want to be in the world. So whenever you do anything, it's for yourself and you're attracting. Be attractive. Think attraction. All right. If you're trying to attract rich men, do some research. What are rich men attracted to? Then you put that effort into how you look and you go on the rich side of town. It's like that. Okay. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Start talking to more people wherever you are, whether it's, it's friendly chit chat, to the cashier so you can get used to talking to people. Friendly chit chat, and casual ways everywhere will prepare you to start talking to more people in person. And also paying attention to lots of things and learning about attraction. You said, what if he calls you trashy? Was it before or after you turned him down? Because a lot of men lash out and try to down you so that you can lower your standards. Okay. And so you shouldn't pay attention to them. It's like just a second ago, you thought I was the greatest thing on earth. What happened between now and then? Oh, that's right. I rejected you. Or that's right. You couldn't meet my standards. I'll just call them straight up out. I don't care. Mm-hmm. You said you dated a doctor, but he thought you wasn't passionate enough. Months later, he wants me back. What should I do? Charge him the re-entry fee. It's like, I'm passionate about this money. How you doing? Give you some money. This is the fee. Down payment to a new car, whatever bag you want, this much on your Cash App, or whatever it is that you're asking for. If he's going to circle the block, make sure he comes back with some re-entry fee. What is a clever response to when a guy calls you materialistic? It's like, oh, you're very observant. Thank you, Michaela. You're very observant. I really like that about men. Yes, I do. I do enjoy comfort and the luxurious things in life. I'm so glad that you're very observant. That's a really good quality. Agree. Compliment him at the same time for understanding, and he know that you like money. What he gonna do? Tell him you don't like. Tell him, what is he gonna do? Tell you that he can't afford you, or is he gonna find a way to afford you, or is he gonna be like, well, I don't like materialistic women? It's like, okay, no problem. I'm glad we got that out of the way. Well, we can be friends, but make sure you say the friend part after he pay for the date. All right. He said he asked if I was materialistic, and well, these men are looking for free food, ma'am. Are you the soup kitchen? Then wonderful. You lost somebody that was broke. How do you deal with a man that says he likes me but doesn't back it up with actions? We are not in a relationship, but he does listen to your concerns. Okay. So he's your emotional trauma dump man. All right, wonderful. Keep him in the friend zone and date men that show action and have money. Okay, sprinkle, sprinkle. Words are worthless unless they can be backed up with money. Okay. Words are worthless unless they can be backed up with money. He'll listen to your emotional trauma dump, put him in the category as friend zoned. If he wants to break out of that category, it's going to cost him money. All right. You're there to impress, not to be talked to with false promises. No action. He's friend zoned. Okay. You say you can't think of these things as fast as I can? Well, then watch my videos every day. Okay. Watch my videos every day. Put me on your algorithm. Get me on your phone. Hit that notification bell. Watch my videos every day, and then you will be able to do the same thing. I promise you. You know why? Because you're reprogramming yourself. You said I should take phone calls. I don't want my channel to become super ratchet, so I'm not. Sprinkle, sprinkle. All right. Okay. Okay, here we go. Black Wall Street says, do you think we got rich by being dumb? This is prostitution and we don't mind paying. If what she's teaching really works, you would have a rich man, but you don't. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Black Wall Street, I can see that you have some issues, but we're going to talk about this. There's no such thing as a prostitute if there's a man not willing to pay. And if you want to label women prostitutes, that means you can only afford to roll around with them for 30 minutes and not a lifestyle, not a lifetime. So if you can't afford a woman for a lifetime, you shouldn't even be thinking about marriage. You should only be thinking about prostitution, because that's the length of the type of money that you have. The amount of money that you have is a 30-minute limit with a prostitute. You don't have lifestyle or lifetime money. You don't need to be married. Sprinkle, sprinkle. So I'm sorry to tell you, but you don't have the money that women actually need. So you will label them down to something you can afford, if you can even afford that. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Thank you, Asti. It doesn't decrease a value in a woman. It only shows how much money you have and don't have. How do you ask for money? What form of payment? Cash App, Venmo, Zelle, cash, direct deposit, cashier's check, sprinkle, sprinkle, all the types, all the ways. Investments, properties, shopping sprees, jewelry, whatever you want, man. Whatever is going to increase in value. That's what you ask for. Or whatever, the way somebody said, Western Union. Sprinkle, sprinkle. He said he can only afford a bed bug. Okay. I don't even think he can afford that. That's why he's complaining. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Okay. Yeah. A man always wants to reduce you down to something. But let me tell y'all something. Between a man who pays for a prostitute and a prostitute, one gets up with money. One gets up with loss of money. Okay. Sprinkle, sprinkle. And goes back to their lives. You know, if a man was really bent on finding a woman that he really wanted to spend his life with, he wouldn't be looking for a prostitute, now would he? All right, sprinkle, sprinkle. He said broke man or angry man. Of course. You're seeing a man, he is well off, but he has a girlfriend, but I can tell he really likes me. He's scared to commit because I am divorced with a kid. What should be my strategy? His money. Focus on his money, baby. Don't worry about no commitment. Don't worry about any of that. Get his money. The less you do, the better, because he's going to start to want that with you since you don't want it with him. All right. He's going to start to figure it out since you ain't going to figure it out for him. You understand? So all those things that you have going on, if you stop caring about a commitment and trying to get him away from his girlfriend and all that, if you stop calculating in your mind how to do the most work and you're just collecting his money, he's going to figure it out for you. Thank you, Yari Shun. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Get the money. Men follow their investments. If you spend more money, if you spend more of his money than his girlfriend is, guess where he's going? He's going to start following you because he's investing more into you. All right. Men follow their investments. So spend more money than his girlfriends. Okay. So I recently was talking to someone and he wanted you to pour into him, and I immediately detached. Thank you for this. Mama can't help him with that. Mama can help him with that. Said, well, the only thing I can pour into you is my bank account information, my Cash App requests, my PayPal handle. Those are the only things I can pour into you, sir. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Thank you, Sammy. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Appreciate you, girl. So when men request more out of you, do less. You know why? Let me tell y'all why. If a man requests you to do more, they're trying to train you. Do less. And the bare minimum that you was doing in the already, they're going to be thankful for later. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Pull back more. Do what? All I heard was do less. They'll just be happy you showed up. That's after a point. You need to pour into me more. You need to do this. You need to show me more affection. Be colder and a little bit distant. They're gonna be sad, upset, angry. Then when you come back after they give you some money and do the same thing you was doing to begin with, they're gonna be grateful. Okay? Do less, get more, baby. All right. Sorry, y'all. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Anyway, let's see. Anyway, thank you, Maria. I got your Cash App. And the book recommendations were my books on Amazon. Linked in the description bar. Sammy, sprinkle, sprinkle. Sure, I plan to leave an older man after securing yourself financially. He found out and now points me as the villain. How do I stay in my power and feel, girl, you are the villain. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Be the villain. The villains are always misunderstood and super smart and genius. Why not claim that title? It's like, I'm sorry you think I'm the villain of the story. Don't deny it. Just say you're sorry you think you're the villain. He thinks you're the villain and move along. Were you supposed to be the hero? Thank you, I Heart Carolyn. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Girl, thank you, girl, for the super sticker. Very nice. Claim the villain status. What can they do after that? It's like, I'm sorry you think I'm the villain of the story, but I appreciate everything. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Like I said, if you're not the villain in the relationship, you're going to be the victim. And being a villain is not a bad thing. You know what I'm saying? You're not his villain. He gave you the money out of the kindness of his heart. You gave him some time and to be seen standing next to you. How is that being a villain? Okay. You gave him your time, your energy, and he gave you some money. Wonderful. There's no villain in the story. But if he thinks you're the villain and it helps him sleep at night, let him think it. All right. Thank you, Yari Shun. You're 28. You met a guy, 30. You pay no bills. He's just so annoying. Okay, he's too young. But he likes you way more. Thank you. You've helped me. I helped you through a bad breakup last year. Okay, ma'am. Sprinkle, sprinkle. But watch out for that 30-year-old. Keep getting this money and stacking it as long as you can. But keep one eye open. Sprinkle, sprinkle. You said, what? You said, she for president. Thank you, ma'am. You said, this dude let you borrow $5,000. He'd never see me again. Girl, don't ever. Why do y'all agree to borrow? Just take them and say it's a gift. Stop asking to borrow stuff. That's worse than just asking for stuff straight up. You know what I'm saying? Whenever someone says, can I borrow something? It means they're really broke. If you are, look, let me tell y'all a secret. Not trying to be mean. Not trying to be mean. You don't borrow money. You ask for it as a gift. You ain't gonna pay this back. Okay? When you borrow money, it's like, that's what broke people say to get money from people that they know won't give it to them already. You know, you got to be confident in yourself enough to get this money and don't have to pay nothing back. You don't borrow money. You get money. All right? It's supposed to be free and clear. Because if you borrow somebody and you money from somebody and you agree to pay it back and then disappear, now they looking for you. You just get the money. If you're not cute enough to get the money, work on that. If you ain't smart enough to get the money, work on that. If he ain't old enough or have the money to give, work on that. Okay? But you can't be out here borrowing money. It looks worse. Sorry, y'all. Technical difficulty. Okay. Yeti says she's short, 5 foot, and also have a baby face. Also, your feet size is size 3. So finding heels is a little hard. What advice do you have? Sprinkle, sprinkle. I know I skipped a few, but hold on, I'm going back. My advice, date short men. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Order shoes online. Okay. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Find specialty shops, because sometimes that's what you have to do. Wear makeup. Own your small presence. Look at Lil Kim. All right. Have a big personality. There you go. Thank you, Saf. 23, 41-year-old provider. 5K so far. Spa day and hotel tomorrow. Advice on first time while keeping power after. Marriage potential. Don't sleep. Don't roll around with that man. Sprinkle, sprinkle. All right. 5K and a spa day. What type of credit card does he have? Because some of y'all, let me ask y'all a question. Did he give you 5K in cash, or has he spent 5K on dates that include him? Because that's different. Has he paid bills? Do you have any debt? Don't roll around with him on a mattress till you out of debt, till the bills paid, your car note, whatever. A spa day and 5K spent on you? Because I need to know the logistics. Did he spend it on you and you alone, or was he there also enjoying that 5K? Did he give you 5K cash? You know what I'm saying? And if he did, and you got the hotel tomorrow, guess who's going to take a turn for the worst tonight, baby? Aunt Ethel. Aunt Ethel finna, and you finna get out of it. And he's going to have to invest even more money. All right? That's how you keep your power, by keeping him chasing. The longer you can hold out and string him along, the more you can get out of him. He can't help when Aunt Ethel. All right? Go ahead, Pam. Get your Aunt Ethel on. Shira, I went on the first date last night with a generous man, and he sent me a Venmo for 1K just because. Wonderful. I love that. I used all of your tips and advice. It worked flawlessly. Thank you for everything. Thank you, Mandy Vega. Sprinkle, sprinkle. You know what? Good for you, ma'am. What you gonna do with that money? Hope there's more where it came from. Yes, ma'am. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Okay. Aunt Ethel finna take a turn for the worst the day before the hotel. Wonderful. Now you have a good old month for mourning. You might need a plane ticket out of town that he might have to pay for, you know, because Aunt Ethel might live out of town. She might live in a nice place too, like that you actually want to go. But definitely Aunt Ethel needs to enter the scene on this one. Because once you roll around with a 41-year-old on a mattress after they give you 5K, I don't know if that's 5K in your pocket or 5K of dates and a spa day. I don't know. Have you gone shopping yet? I feel like he needs to invest more because he's younger. You know, so Aunt Ethel needs to make her appearance. If he was old, like 50, you might have could have rolled around maybe and him still stick around, but he's 41, ma'am. Aunt Ethel needs to make an appearance. All right. Okay, you need to work harder for that. Okay. You said Aunt Ethel has it rough out there. I know. Y'all. Okay, Black Wall Street, go ahead and be dusty. Goodbye. They always want attention, but they always want everything except for to get some money. I don't understand. If you have look, broke man, use this energy to go get more money. If you have more money, you shouldn't be in here. Goodbye. All right. Val, guy you met online will visit and you're staying for 2 weeks, getting you a computer and makeup for your birthday. Should you be intimate with him? No. Sprinkle, sprinkle. He's 27. I'm 20. No, you shouldn't. Don't roll around on the mattress. Okay. Anybody that can get approved for a credit card can buy you a computer and some makeup, man. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Don't be fooled. All right. All right, all right. If that's all, look, I'm trying to show y'all's value and worth. If that's what he's offering in exchange and that's your value, wonderful. If you know you're more valuable than that, don't do it. Because if you could get a credit card, ma'am, you can buy those same things and get points towards flights or free stuff or cash back. Understand it? Okay. That's not enough, ma'am. You said, if you had more money, what do you need from me? More money. Sprinkle, sprinkle. If Elon Musk has all this money, what does he need more money for? To have more. Sprinkle, sprinkle. To do more, to have more. That's what they need it for. All right, then. I'm glad y'all understand economics and wealth and money. Okay. If you already have it, don't you want more? You got to maintain it. You got to keep growing it. These people asking dumb questions over here. You already have money. Why do you need more? Because why does Elon Musk need more money? Okay. Why does your boss or the owner of your company that pays you need more money? People asking dumb questions. All right. Let's see some of the questions. How can you ask for money? He's always gifting, but I never ask. Just ask, ma'am. Just ask. You're a woman. Just ask. If he says no and he's still going to gift, whatever. Just ask. Stop being scared to ask. You're a woman. Men are providers. Okay. You will never deal with men who do not honor the divine feminine. I will never date stingy rich men. I'm choosing myself now. I'm 20, rather be single. That's right, ma'am. Sprinkle, sprinkle. If men don't know your value, they should never find out. How to get him to spend money after a date. or on date. Make sure you're going to expensive places and dropping hints and clues on how he can impress you with expensive things or money. Yeah. If they really like you times 10, they will. Thank you. Thank you, Draco. Cute jewelry stack. Appreciate that. Yeah. Mm-hmm. You said, is all the knowledge you say in the videos in books? Yes, and a lot more. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Get the books. Get all the books. And it's nicely organized for your reading pleasure. Thank you, Ariel. Appreciate that. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Someone said, do they roll around with a 60-year-old? Ma'am, you won't. If you roll, they might lose consciousness. Just actually, 60 is not that old if they're in good health. You might could do one roll. Thank you, Sabrina. Sprinkle, sprinkle. The older the man is, the less they want to roll around anyway. And they don't be trying to last all day or all night either. They're just trying to get in and get out if they stuff still work. You know what I'm saying? He might do half a roll and be done and go to sleep for like 4 hours. You don't know. Okay. Do you care if they're divorced? It makes me question what went wrong. Men are always going to be wrong, no matter if they're divorced or not. If they're, look, would you rather them be married and talking to you, divorced or talking to you, or single at a certain age, then you wonder why they haven't been married? Y'all gonna have a problem either way. Just get their money. That's what I'm talking about. They're always wrong. Just get their money. If they're providing, they're right now. All right, sprinkle, sprinkle. Y'all putting too much emphasis on the relationship. Put the emphasis on the lifestyle. If the relationship doesn't work out, you've acquired the lifestyle by being smart and getting your money up with his lifestyle. Then you can do what you want. All right. Stop focusing on the man and focus on the lifestyle and yourself. Because that's what you want out of him anyway, right? If not, then you'd be with some random dust. What kind of man play push and pull games and tease to make you angry? He is married, provider, but is childish and gave me the ick. Okay. Men that like to play with women's emotions because they know women are emotional and they know how to trigger women emotionally. If you cut out emotions with this type of man and just be about your money, he can't trigger you or play push and pull unless he's playing push and pull with some money. And if he is, you already got another one on the side giving you money as well. So it's not an emotional attachment. It's a financial attachment that you also have with other men. So therefore, the game won't work with you. See what I'm saying? So if your push and pull is he's texting you and you text him your cash app and he don't text back nothing in your cash app, then you don't text him nothing. That's push and pull the way that we should be playing. Okay. If you're playing by texting him and he's triggering you and you're triggering him, he's just looking for an emotional relationship because he doesn't have one with his wife. You understand? Because his wife then pulled out emotionally already and he needs someone to make him feel like he matters. So that's you. I hope you're getting paid. And I also hope that you're sending him your Cash App, PayPal, Venmo, and that you're on direct deposit. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Thank you, Asti. You're 33 and you have lupus. Should you bring that up? No, don't tell nobody. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Okay. They may not even be around long enough to find out, man. Just get the money. Y'all be trying to do too much. Okay. Wonderful. You said great advice. Yes. Usually married men that seek out to emotionally get you attached, they don't have that at home. He is super rich and generous, but too introverted that he doesn't initiate any conversation or text first. I don't want to chase after him, but want to get him. Okay. Then he don't like you. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Whether they're super rich or not, if they like you, they're going to chase. I'm sorry. If they like you, think about this. If they're super rich or not and they want you, they're going to come get you. Super rich people know what they want and they get it. By any means. He don't want you, baby. If you chase him, he'll entertain you possibly, but he's not going to really want you on the same level. You know what I mean? Leave him alone. Promise you. If you chase people, okay, we're going to just put this person in. They're getting on my nerves. Go find a job, sir. I know it's the 4th of July and you're off from whatever broke, dusty job you have, but you know, go enjoy the sun. Go outside. All right. What about men in their 20s that are rich? Girl, just get their money. You're not going to get a man in their 20s to commit or do right anyway. Just get their money, man. Have fun, get their money. Thank you, Nora. Went on a great first date with a millionaire. He asked tonight for a second date, walk on the beach. Said that I couldn't. Is he wasting my time? Okay. I don't know where you are. Oh, okay, you're not in the US. Walking on the beach. He's a millionaire. How much money he spent? Because he could be a cheap millionaire, okay? Or he could be posing as a millionaire. We don't know. But a walk on the beach, how much he spent on you? Tell him you ain't got no swimsuit. You need to go shopping. Tell him you need a pedicure. Tell him, like, give him all these like obstacles that cost money in the way. See if he'll solve them for you in order to walk on a dang beach. All right. If he can't, like, make sure it's going to cost him for you to walk on that beach. You know what I'm saying? Sprinkle. I would suggest something else instead, like dinner. At least. Come on now. Okay. How to date smart and secure the bag early, avoid heartbreak in older men. Need your wisdom, Shira. Okay. Date guys whose dads have money, that has trust funds and credit cards. Hang around the rich side of town where the young people are that have rich parents. As close as you're getting to young and not old and not going to want to roll around on the mattress too fast. I mean, depending on how old they are. Yeah. And they'll be more likely to understand your position. All right. So find the old money and find their sons. Sprinkle. Or find some new money and don't tell them too much information about yourself. Just get their money. You said beaches are normal in Dubai. They have expensive beach restaurants. Okay, yeah. Go to the beach restaurant. Walk upon a nice place to, you know, have dinner. Sprinkle. Do we give a guy in a car our number? No. Most likely it ain't his car. Sprinkle. If a man rolls around in a car trying to pick up chicks, that ain't his car. Sprinkle, or most of the time it ain't paid for. Men with real nice cars try to avoid eye contact. They pull back at the stoplight so you ain't looking up in their window. Guys with the real nice car, they don't be trying to holler. When they get to their destination, if they're going to a social setting, perhaps then. But a man driving a car trying to holler, that ain't his car, baby. Think about it. Be smart. Y'all understand this, please. Because some of y'all don't understand. All right. Is it emotionally draining as he plays this game and disappears when I do not buy into his game? He pays all my bills and tuition. So I have to play along, and so he will marry me if now he a player. Okay. Stop worrying about marriage. Get money. The more a man invests in you, the closer you are to marriage. Okay. The game is the money. All right. Sprinkle. Play the game in order to get the money. If he spent thousands on you, hundreds of thousands on you, You're closer to marriage than you are if he doesn't. So focus on getting him to spend, spend, spend. Wonderful. The equivalent of a man spending a bunch of money on you and getting closer to marriage is like, you know, he's going to follow his money, or otherwise his investment is going to fall through. And if he allows you to walk with all this money that he spent on you and all these gifts that he's gotten you, whatever, you win. And he has to start all over with another woman. So you're more likely to marry if you make them spend a lot of money on you. Okay? Right. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Is posting too much really a turn off if you're not getting paid to post, baby? And it is. If you're not an influencer, it's a turn off, because why are you posting that much if you ain't getting paid? Do more. Like, you know, if you're doing too much and you ain't getting paid, what's the point? If your posts earn you zero money, post whatever you need to post when you need to post it. But if you're doing too much, unless you're building your social media to try to get paid, then I don't know. Why are you on social media? Everybody's on there for different reasons. So if you're not getting paid, then, you know, post how you need to post. I don't know. Yeah, I hope you're getting paid. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Spend all his money, what? He doesn't have no money to spend on anybody else. Is it really the way of making a man come back by just ignoring them? If they already think that you've moved on, they've lost you, and that they messed up, men always learn too late, right? So usually they try to circle the block or come back around to see if you'll give them another chance. But it's got to cost them money so that they don't repeat. Okay? If you move on and get a better one, that could be your rebound. That could be just someone you're going to dinner with. If they think they can win you back by doing whatever you need them to do, by buying something for you, by doing right, they may be able to. But chances are you may level up out of their league even more and go get somebody better. But a man don't learn until it's too late. Y'all know this. Why do y'all keep trying to push the fact, oh, you need to do better? When they learn is when you go do better. When you find the person that you wanted them to be, that's when they want to be that person so they can be with you again. You understand me? Y'all understand that? When you need them to improve, if they don't, and you go find their upgrade, that's when they want you back, right? If they know they will never be able to please you and do all those things the upgrade can do, they would probably just leave you alone, especially if they can't afford you no more. But y'all be trying to change these men, mold them into what you want them to be, make them do right. If they wanted to do right, they would already be doing right. Get their upgrade. You won't want them back, darling. You really won't. You won't want them because you'll already be with somebody better. If you really want them to come back, then pretend you're dating their upgrade. Go pay some gay man to be your fake upgrade. I don't know. Who knows, ma'am? I don't know. Do something. You got a provider to spend $7,000 on a Chanel bag. Thank you, Shira. Okay, ma'am. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Congratulations. Okay, yes, re-entry fee and level up. Stop chasing men. Men don't like that. Men don't like when women chase them. It emasculates them and it makes you look like you can't get somebody better. And then why would they want you if you can't get somebody better than them? You're not a prize if you can't get someone better. A man wants to date a woman outside of his league. Think about this. Think about this for 2 seconds. A man wants to date a woman out of his league. He don't want you if he can have you and you can't go do better. Think about it. Level yourself up and go get someone better. Men don't want you if you ain't out of their league. Promise you. It's the truth. If you can't go out there and replace him with someone better, they don't want you anyway. Promise you. Mm-hmm. You said rich men can still be dusty. Yeah, that's why you need to get their money. If they're not spending, why are they there? Rich or dusty. They're not spending no money on you. Why are you entertaining them? Mm-hmm. Can you post a guy to make someone jealous if he's spending money on you? If you post a man spending money on you, yes. Posting some random dude don't make other people jealous. Just makes you look like you're trying too hard to get their attention. Post them spending some money. See what happens. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Post them at the register at Chanel, swiping his card with your bag in hand. You're right. The less I do, the more often I disappear. The more I get. 5 years and the points it out that I don't do much for him. What should I do? It's like, I don't have to do much for you. You're so perfect already. Girl, lie. That's what you do. Okay. Thank you, Shamira. Latina and 21 and virgin. How do you date smart without getting emotionally involved? Don't sleep with them. Mm-hmm. Don't sleep with them and look at them as ATM. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Get their money. Money is the goal. If you want a relationship and to get emotionally attached, then you're probably okay. If the best way not to get attached is make sure they're ugly. All right, date an ugly man with money. You won't get attached, especially if you're not going to give it up to them or roll around on the mattress. You're simply there for what they can do for you and the lifestyle that they can provide. You are not there to sleep with them, roll around on the mattress with them, fall in love with them, make no babies with them. Make sure you don't want to sleep with them because they're ugly. That's how you date and get money and not get emotionally attached at your age and to stay, a virgin. You date someone you do not want to sleep with. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Okay, opinions on marrying an alcoholic provider, $150K a year. It's not worth it. That ain't a lot of money. Sprinkle, sprinkle. All right. You learn that a real money men are very silent, no showing off. Is it the dusties who show off their phones and chains? The real providers are basic. Yeah, sprinkle, sprinkle, agree. All right. You said my hair is white culture. So is Jesus. Sprinkle, sprinkle. His name is Jesus Loves Potatoes. Okay, Jesus is also white culture. We have the same color hair on all the pictures. Bow down. All right. I'll just need me some contacts now. We'll be on the same page. All right. Thank you, ma'am or sir. Keep your virginity. You can never get it back. You will regret it. Yeah, keep it until you find somebody that wants to give you the world, darling. Some people just want to get rid of it so they don't be a Pikmisha for their whoever they end up with next. I don't know. It just depends. Whatever your goals are. You said what? You said anyone can have blonde hair. I'm black with that. Girl, we don't. Like men that come in here and become wigologists, they need to go get their cosmetology degree and learn how to do hair because they're on their way. They're worried about the color of someone's hair, worried about their wig or their makeup. They might be in the wrong profession. They might need to go ahead and get that cosmetology license. Okay. Grab them a comb real quick and a little apron and start doing her since they so concerned with it. Shira, should you tell a man what you do for a living? No. Lie. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Make up a lie. Something that's not intimidating and feminine so they don't ask too many questions. Or something very boring and that doesn't make a lot of money so they don't ask any more questions. Sorry. You said, what's cooking for the 4th of July? I don't know, whatever's outside on the ground because it sure is hot. Okay. Yes, all my books are on Amazon, darling. Links are in the description bar of the video. You said you're a receptionist part-time? That's it. That's right, Novelle. Thank you, ma'am. What are my thoughts on engineers who are socially awkward and their peers make fun of them because their behavior isn't worth pursuing them? You should never pursue a man. Sprinkle, sprinkle. They need to pursue you, darling. If they have money but don't worship you, then why are you pursuing them? You shouldn't be pursuing them. Get to where they want to pursue you. If you know what I'm saying, never chase a man. I don't care what excuses you come up with for a man not to chase you. They don't chase you, they don't want you, baby. Move along. There's no exceptions. None. Zero. Okay? What job, if you tell them that you're a doctor, say I work in the medical industry. Don't tell them what you do. Tell them it's boring. They probably get bored and it's something technical. Do you believe that men do witchcraft on women? I believe that they try. Sprinkle, sprinkle. I mean, why not? Who wouldn't want to do witchcraft on a woman that they really like to try to keep them? Unless that witchcraft involves sprinkling some money, I don't think it's going to work. All right. Sprinkle, sprinkle. A lot of money. All right. Okay. Thank you, ma'am. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Just get money, ma'am. Worry about money. Don't be doing too much. If they ain't got no money for you, then you ain't got no time for them. If they can't pay no bill, they don't need to be in your peripheral. You know, you shouldn't even be talking on the phone with no man if you still got credit card debt and y'all been dating for a while. Hang it up. Okay, y'all be doing too much. That's why y'all have all these problems because y'all don't understand. Your presence is very valuable. If they are not contributing to your life, they should not be in it. Point blank, period. All right? That's the only thing y'all need to understand. They can do all they need to do to convince you otherwise. But if you don't see no bank account increasing, if you don't see no bills decreasing, then nothing is going to work. All right? If he's trying to do witchcraft on you, he needs to do some witchcraft to get you some money. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Yeah. Get more by doing less, ladies. Don't overthink everything. Who cares? If it ain't about money, you shouldn't even be entertaining it. Okay, if it's not benefiting you, increasing your bank account, increasing your happiness, increasing any of those things, don't even worry about it. Move on to the next. Okay, I'm serious. Let me tell you something. Attention is not the same thing as value and worth. Anybody can pay attention, but they can't pay you money. Think about it. A Dusty will holler at you, catcall you, and pay attention to you, but he can't pay for nothing else. All right. Anybody can pay attention. It's free. Can anybody pay your bills? That's what you need to focus on. Can anybody give you money in your bank account? Can anybody give you money to start a business? Attention is free. FREE is not valuable. What's valuable is why people seek you. What draws them in? That's the value. Attention is free. But what's beyond that? Okay? It ain't free. How do you drop those hints on the first date that you like expensive makeup and purses? Okay, first of all, man, if you're on a date, let me tell y'all something. Stop talking about makeup. Men don't care about no makeup. Talk about big stuff, okay? If you're on a date with a grown, able-bodied man, you sitting over here talking about makeup. Is he a cosmetologist? He's a makeup artist, ma'am. He don't care about no makeup and how much it costs. Tell him how much cars and tires cost, darling. They cost more than makeup, and you can get all the makeup you want, baby. Deciding between a green card and money to two different men. Okay, ma'am. Hope you get some money and a green card. Sprinkle, sprinkle. May the best one and the richest one win. The best, richest one win. There you go. Let me tell y'all something. You must be young. If you're dating an old man, he don't care about no makeup, baby. Tell him about some tires. Tell him about Aunt Ethel. Tell him about some car notes. Okay. When he asks what you like, don't talk about makeup, baby. Talk about other things. Spas. Okay. Oh, I love a good spa day. Oh, I'd love to become a member at such and such country club. I love sailing. Those things all cost way more than makeup. Okay. Makeup. No. You can get free makeup on TikTok. Sprinkle, sprinkle. All right. Talk about big money things, darling. Okay. Mm-hmm. What are things that you should lie about? What? Whatever gets you more money. That's the things. Okay. Stuff that's none of their business and things that are going to keep them giving you money. That's that. I don't know. You figure it out, ma'am. Thank you, Shira. You have a provider man. He's not cute, but I don't care. Beauty and the Beast works for me. He pays for everything and more. Okay, Miss Shawnee P. I know that's right. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Yes, living the life. Wonderful. Good for you, ma'am. I'm happy for you. Yes. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. So yeah, get more by doing less, y'all. Women are taught and programmed from childhood to do more, accept more, tolerate more, expect less. Nope. Reprogram yourself to do less and get more. Okay. Know your value, know your worth, and act like it. Most people don't value what is free or too available. An old man called you Cinderella. What does that mean? That means he finna rescue you from the evil stepmother, or he's finna bring you to the castle. He finna buy you a dress. Tell him to take you shopping. I don't know. He finna bring you from rags to riches, hopefully. Good luck. Get his money, man. Okay. Mm-hmm. So make sure y'all know your value as a woman and don't settle for less. If they can't afford it, they tell them, direct them elsewhere. They can't afford to date you, direct them elsewhere. Like, don't be mad about it. Just direct them elsewhere. That's even worse, because men are going to try to save face and prove themselves to you financially if you direct them where they can afford. I promise you. Like, you know how you go to like one of them stores and you walk in and you can't afford nothing in there, and they direct you back to Walmart. That's exactly what I'm talking about. Okay. You can't get mad at the store for their the quality of their items and their price point. Go back to Walmart. Okay. And don't be mad about it. Get your money up. Ain't nothing wrong with it. Okay. It's like, oh, okay, well, they got Walmart down the street. Pikmisha, I seen Pikmisha right down the street. If you go to Walmart, you can also find Pikmisha there in a bonnet and some house shoes and some pajama bottoms. She there too, shopping for her Dusty to cook them a good meal tonight. Go for it. Okay. All right. He said, so hurt his ego, ma'am. If he's trying to lower your standards, just kindly show him where he needs to go for less. Okay. It's like, you know what? That's nice, but you know what? I'm probably just not the type of girl that you're used to dating. This is how you do it nicely, nice, nasty. I'm probably not like the girls you're used to dating, but you know what? This was fun. I appreciate the lunch or the dinner. You're a very nice guy, and I'm sure you're going to find the best woman for you. Basically what you're saying is go get somebody less. Okay? When you're the mature one, when you're the one to let him go because he can't afford you, you're doing him a favor because his credit card ain't going to be able to take it. Okay? Thank you. What's considered rich? 100 to 500K, 2 million. Depends on what you consider rich. Like, what do you already have? Rich, if you're going to do it in numbers, depends on where you live and how much you want in order to live the lifestyle you want. Wealthy is when you could never lose your money. Okay. Rich is when you got money, you got to keep it coming in. Wealthy is when you'll never lose your money. So I would say in this day and age, 500 and up is rich. 500K and up is rich. 100K is now middle class, darling. Sprinkle. Okay, got 500K and up, baby. Everything else 100K is middle class. 150K is still middle class. 300K is probably upper middle class, so on and so forth. 500K is upper middle class, and then up from that is rich. Okay. Depends on where you live too. Like if you live in California, if you live in LA, 1 million and up, baby. And that's probably upper middle class. Multi-million is, they might be considered rich and because their money's going to keep growing. But depends on where you live. All right. What do you say when you're asked on a date with a potential provider? What are you looking for in a man? Never answer that dumb, stupid question. I'll know when I see it. I love a man who's impressive and funny. Impressive means you better be spending that money. Use the word impressive. I love a man who's impressive, a gentleman, someone who can make me laugh. Say them things. Don't say I'm looking for marriage. I'm looking for long term. Don't say none of them stupid things. Tell them you look for a man who's impressive, who's a gentleman, and who knows how to make you laugh. That means give me the money. All right? Don't give him nothing else. He got to impress you. He got to be a gentleman, and he has to have some type of personality to make you laugh. And when a man tries to do all of these things to impress you, he's putting in work, baby. Okay? Don't tell him you looking for no marriage. If he says, are you looking for marriage? Say, I don't know yet. Never know. Never know you looking for marriage. Because all they have to do is promise you and start talking about a future and painting a picture in your mind of them being your husband for you to act stupid and like a Pikmisha. Never know. Oh, I don't know yet. You could already be married. You don't know. Just never answer the question. Always say, well, I don't know yet. They can't play on any of your triggers if you don't give them none, baby. Because as soon as you tell a man what you're looking for, he's going to make his checklist so he can check them all off to make sure you think he's the one. He ain't the one, baby. Unless he got some money for you all the time and continuously invests in you and likes you 10 times more. He is not the one. Okay? There you go. It takes a lot to be the one. And until you can check your list off that he's the one, then keep getting his money. Keep dating him until you can get his money, So you're not looking for anything, baby. They looking for you. And guess what? You looking for their money after they looking for you. They looking for you, you looking for their money. You said how to move on from your past. Wake up the next day and now you're in your present. Sprinkle, sprinkle. That's how you move on from your past. When you go to sleep and wake up and now you're in the present moment. And when you're in the present moment, you need to act like it. Live your life, ma'am. Stop looking back. What you looking back for? Okay. Thank you. Someone's wishing me the happy 4th of July. Oops. All right. You said, y'all are funny in the comments. You said a therapist always try to keep us looking back to bring us and bringing up the past. That's because that's how they get paid, baby. Sprinkle, sprinkle. A therapist gonna do what a therapist got to do to get paid. I don't know why you being mad at them. How to let go of guilt of being a former pick-me. Don't ever do it again. The reason why a lot of women feel guilt is because they know they're gonna repeat it. Level up to the point where you don't have to repeat it and you won't feel no more guilt about it. Because basically all you got out of it is a lesson so that you never have to repeat it. Most people feel guilt when they know they finna repeat it. So apologize to yourself, get up and make changes so that you will never have to be a Pikmisha again. All right. That guilt is coming from you thinking you're going to do it again. So you feel bad that you did it then and you haven't made the improvements to put yourself in a position where you don't have to do it. You don't have to be no Pikmisha. You need to level up mentally. And if you need to level up physically, that too. Okay. The only reason you feel guilt is because you think you're going to repeat it. Get to a point where you're never going to repeat that mess. Then the guilt will be gone because you've learned your lesson, you moved on, and you have improved, and you can let it go. You can throw it in the trash, baby. You're married 14 years. Your tips help so much. How do I find that sweet spot emotionally? I feel like I'm on a verge of appearing mean and mad sometimes. Spend their money, man. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Whenever you get mad at something that they're doing, they ain't doing it right. Instead of nagging, get their credit card and go spend money. That'll retail therapy, darling. And when they ask you, why did you spend this much money on the credit card? Why did you do this? Why did you do that? Well, I was feeling really mad that day and I didn't want to go off on you or yell at you or da. So I just did some retail therapy with your credit card. This will teach them if they act a fool, if they act wrong, if they do bad, you finna go spend. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Don't make mom mad. She's gonna go get that credit card. Thank you, Charlie. Sprinkle, sprinkle. All right. And then they might and if they, when they treat you bad or do something wrong or mess up, they may offer you the credit card so that you can feel better and you won't stay mad at them. You see, you're going to train them to give you the money. All right. You said what? Why don't you hoes go to work? I don't know. Ask your mom. Is she at work? Packs of abs. Ain't nobody ever left a man with 6 figures versus a 6-pack, ma'am, sir, or 7 figures. Stay out the gym and go get into some wealth classes, darling. All right. Don't nobody want a 6-pack except for Pikmisha. All right. Unless it come with some money. I know you ain't got none if you in here talking about go to work. Is that where your mama is? All right. I'm sorry you can't retire her. If you was focused on money, maybe you could have. Sprinkle, sprinkle. You looking for a mama? She might be at work. Your mama still clocked in and you on here? And you are a grown, able-bodied man? Okay, work on that. Work on retiring your mother. If you can't afford a woman or you don't like women who like money, just at least retire your mama. Okay? You're 25. You have been avoiding him for 40. He's 43. You've been avoiding him for months. He's offering money to meet me because we had chemistry, but I feel stupid because I feel like he has someone. Who cares? Just get his money and don't sleep with him. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Get his money, see what he got to say, and then make up your mind from there. It's like, okay, well, thank you so much. It was good to see you again. Thanks for the shopping spree. Bye. Thanks for paying that car note. Bye. Okay? Be done. If you think he got somebody, get the money and run. Or after you get the money, then tell him, oh, I think you have someone. Then he'll have to prove it by giving you more money. And putting more work in. Just get the money first, then tell him. And don't roll around on the mattress with him. You say, why is he here instead of clocked in? Girl, it's the 4th of July. All the dusties is off. Government job dusties. Sprinkle, sprinkle. All right. Anyway. You said, Dusties, you aren't the target. Don't even worry. I know why they worried. You can protect your little bank account. Don't nobody want that, ma'am, sir. Thank you, Kai. If he's not paying, he's not staying. Exactly. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Dusty's worried about their money. Don't nobody want your dusty money. It ain't enough. Okay? Promise you. Wish it was, but it ain't. Just keep working hard. Invest, start a business, get a side hustle. Maybe you can make it, have several streams of income. All right. Advice working on exit plan for bare minimum boyfriend is clingy, obsessed, but can't afford you, complains, trying to see my sugar daddy who is very generous. Okay, break up with him, man. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Break up with him and tell him you need something that he cannot deliver, and he will break up with you. Okay. So get him to move out. Tell him Aunt Ethel is moving in, and y'all gonna be a full-time caretaker of an elderly person. He will move straight out. Start calling around, like fake him out. Get on the phone. How much is it for a hospital bed? Is that covered by the insurance? I need to check on Aunt Ethel's insurance plan. Like, get him to where he's moving out on his own, baby. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Where do you have the wigs from? I don't remember, ma'am. Sprinkle, sprinkle. I probably got this from the beauty supply shop. I don't have a link, but if I find a link, I'll put it in my Amazon suggested on my beauty storefront. Your advice works on gay people too. Uh-oh, thank you, Shine. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Thank you. Well, I'm glad. Okay. Someone told Pack of Abs to get a man. Thank you. Okay, yeah. So I'm being honest with y'all. If a man can't afford you, dismiss him fast. Because let me tell y'all a secret about men who can't afford women. If you're out of their league and they can't afford you, the longer you let them hold on to you, the more delusional and attached they're going to get to in their mind that they deserve you without doing nothing. So get gone. Thank you, Z. Hi, Shira. I'm watching from South Africa. I love you. Okay, Z. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Thank you, girl. Shout out to South Africa. Appreciate that. Appreciate that. Appreciate that. All right. So now you start making fake plans, fake eviction notice, fake moving in of Aunt Ethel, something. They'll move out with no problem. They'll suggest moving out before you suggest them moving out. You said, are married men with a financial domination kink worth the while? Is it worth your time? If time is money, it sure is. Sprinkle, sprinkle. First of all, they're not looking for marriage. They're looking for you to get their money. So get their money. Date other people on the side. You're not losing anything. You're gaining. That's another stream of income. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Most people think having another stream of income means having several businesses, having a side hustle. Sometimes that is the side hustle. Sometimes if a person says, hey, come take my money, that's a stream of income, baby. And go get it. So you know when not to roll around on the mattress with your husband. When do I? When you are 100% happy and satisfied in that marriage and you actually want to do it. All right. Go to tell him if he's not paying, he ain't staying. Okay, you got to tell him if he ain't paying, he ain't staying. Okay, wonderful. All right, so you want to know when to sleep with your husband? When you're happy in your marriage, you got everything you want, and you ain't mad at him, and you want to roll around on the mattress with him. You said so never. All right. You said, but men with a financial domination kink are dangerous. Why are they dangerous? Then get you some protection, ma'am. Taser, whatever you need. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Electric cattle prod, who cares? You dangerous too, ma'am, if you smart. All right. Why is it always men are dangerous? Men are dangerous. Men, so are women. If you smart. I don't know how I can help y'all any further, you know. Men are dangerous. So are women. If they're smart. Shira, one time you said not to believe tarot readers, but then on your other live you said, if you live your life by tarot cards, make sure that it's good news and not bad news. If you get tarot card reading after tarot card reading, you didn't believe the first one anyway, so you don't believe it. You get it? Y'all got to use common sense on things. If you're using a tarot card reading to clarify a situation or to, double check on something, and you don't go from tarot reader to tarot reader begging for a different reading because you don't like what the cards are saying to you, you don't believe in it. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Y'all got to understand, this is why I stopped doing tarot readings, because people are Pikmishas. Sure, one time some people don't use common sense. That's why I can't do it. And also, y'all don't even know what tarot is really for. That's my other channel. It's more of a personal path, not a form of entertainment, unless you're doing it as a parlor trick. Okay. That's why it always says for entertainment purposes only, because it's for you and a personal reflection. You're supposed to know how to do your reading yourself. Okay. Sprinkle, sprinkle. How do you Cash App her? It's not okay. It's not available in your region. I'm so sorry. Sometimes they don't allow it. I'm not sure. Anyways, I recommend y'all only date men with money. Only entertain men with money. If you wasting time with anyone else, you're wasting time. Make sure they spending money on you if you date them. Okay. Don't do too much. There you go. Know your value. Can y'all please look? I'm gonna ask y'all one more time, and this is just being fair. If y'all are gonna ask me questions on this channel that go on the other channel, I'm not gonna answer them, even if you pay, because that's why I have two separate channels, and y'all don't want to respect that. So I'm not gonna respect your question if you don't understand that. People have boundaries. Ask me on the other channel. Thank you. All right. Thank you, Marina. He wants to see, offers you money, but wants to sleep. Okay. People want a lot of stuff. Just get the money and have unethical call you before you have to do anything. Okay. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Fake Aunt Ethel, your friend, whoever needs to call you in an emergency situation, have them do it. Okay. He said, this is not a place for desperation. Yes. He said, all the Pikmishas want to hear during tarot card, is he coming back? Exactly. I had to stop doing tarot readings because there's too many Pikmishas on there trying to get their dusty back who ain't even doing nothing for them. Like, I gotta go. Let me go on ahead over to SheRaSeven and teach these people how to stop begging dusties for another chance. It's simple. Don't date anything broke. And remember that if he's not paying, he is not staying. It's simple. Happy 4th of July, ladies. Thank you, Kai. Sprinkle, sprinkle. All right, ma'am. Is it possible to ask for money after we sleep? No. Sprinkle, sprinkle. It is, but you're better off getting it before. He canceled last minute, got you food, and no second date yet. Okay. Sorry for you. Stop dating men online. Sprinkle, sprinkle. I hope you didn't meet. If you didn't meet him online, where's the other one? You know what I'm saying? Have a backup. Always have backup plans. Have more than one. Problem solved. Okay. Here you go. A kind, generous 36-year-old doctor at your job is trying to politely convey that he is interested. How do I subtly show mutual interest without doing too much? I think he wary of the age gap. I'm 20. Ask him a question about himself. That's more personal versus work related, but not too personal. Like, oh, did you have any pets growing up? Or what's your favorite such and such? That's it. Something genuinely interesting about him, not his profession, not what he does. And then after that, he'll know that you're interested in him personally and not professionally. Okay. You said, where can you go to attract rich men if you're not a partier and don't drink? Go out during the daytime. Go join a country club. Go play pickleball. Go learn how to play tennis. Take golf lessons. Go to the restaurants and order a mocktail on the rich side of town. You know, join a gym over there. There's dog walking parks if you have a dog, or you know, go hang out over there on the rich side of town during the daytime. How can you navigate dating in a third world country while, like South Africa, where the best we get is middle class guys? Didn't have more than one, and you can get middle class plus middle class equals upper middle class. Middle class money plus middle class money equals upper middle class money. Save your money. Date 2 and 3. You date 2 and 3 middle class men, you're gonna stack your money and be upper middle class, darling. Date 3 middle class guys, get their money, stack yours. Stack theirs on top of that, the other ones on top of the other ones, and on top of yours. That's how you do it. Okay. So you're out there in South Africa. You got middle class man number 1, middle class man number 2, middle class man number 3. They all giving you money, and whatever else money you got on your job or whatever you're doing. That's 4 streams of income. Okay. Date more than one. One may take you shopping. One may pay your bills. One may pay your tuition. One may do, whatever. Give you money to invest in your own business. Keep collecting. Don't pick one and hope for the best. Pick 3 and get your money up. Sprinkle, sprinkle. What if you go during lunchtime? They have lunch specials where you can get a place for half the price in America. At least go during lunchtime at Business District Oil. Yeah, go out during lunchtime. Sit around. Maybe you'll meet a rich guy at lunch taking a client out, or just having lunch because he doesn't have nothing else to do. Okay. Sprinkle, sprinkle. What would you focus on getting first? Money for a house or to start a business? I'm gonna need a business first. That's how you gonna pay for the house. Okay. And then you can help write off your house as a business if you use that as your business address. All right. Sprinkle, sprinkle. You said women are hired to take down men. Y'all are silly. Most men on dating apps are low effort. You wear heels and smile, act dumb, works great. Yes, ma'am, Charlie. Sprinkle. That's right. Egotistic man took you out. Pro boxer. He said the words high value man. Ugh. How to ask to fix my car with his ego. He wants me more. This will be a second date. Just insinuate that he's going to pay for it. Just like, you know what? You got to give him a compliment first. You got to butter him up first. You know, I really admire you for blah, 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 blah. You're so smart. You're so this. You're so funny. I was bragging to you about my friend and, da, 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 da. And she was like, girl, come pick me up. And I was like, oh my gosh, I can't right now. My car, my tires. And she was like, oh my gosh, I'm so sorry. And then I started to tell, oh my gosh, yes, he's the best. He took me to this 5-star, like, just insert that in there. Like, you're bragging to your friend that you date this pro boxer. He got money, but you can't go pick her up because your car's sitting there messed up. If he don't offer to fix your car while you sitting over there bragging on this man with money to your friend that needs help and you can't help her because he can't help you, do that, ma'am. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Yeah. So would you talk to your friends about me? Yeah. But she didn't seem all that impressed. I was like, girl, he's a boxer. But she just needed a ride somewhere. That's probably why she called me. He goes for money to fix your car. Men always want to impress other women, especially if they ain't you. They want to look good in everybody else's eyes. So you start bragging on them and they fall short a little bit in another person's eyes who they haven't even met, who's also a woman, they're going to fix the problem real quick. So you can call them back up. Girl, he gave the money to fix my car. Here, I'm coming to get you, girl. Oh, you want to meet him? She says she wants to meet you. Then be like, oh, she couldn't make it because her Aunt Ethel. See, get the money, ma'am. You got to get the money. It's all about the money. Play on their egos, lift them up, make them look like they better do this, or they're going to look bad in other people's eyes, not just yours. All right, sprinkle. You said you changed Aunt Ethel to Aunt Beth so he don't get suspicious. Okay, Abril. Name her whatever you want. That's just the name I use, so y'all know she old and need money. And a good excuse. Just fill in the blank with whatever name you need to. Aunt Lola, Aunt Beth, Aunt Ethel, Aunt Gertrude, whoever. And look, men, don't be mad at this channel. Be mad at your wallets. Make sure your money is up. Then you won't have to even be mad at this channel. You know what I'm saying? Y'all are directing that anger in the wrong direction. Direct it towards your wallet and ask why it ain't growing. Direct it towards your bank account and your career and ask yourself, why isn't it increasing and getting better? Don't put that anger on us. Women like what they like, baby. Comfort, provisions, and those types of things. Don't be mad at us. Just go get some money. Refocus that energy and just building yourself and getting some money. Okay. There's no reason to get mad at us. We still gonna be the same. We still gonna want more. Waste of energy. Just go put that energy towards getting you some money. That's it. Okay. Wonderful. Okay. Yeah. Transmute that into some money, sir. A man that can do that is the type of man most women like. Uh-oh, thank you, Barbara. She sent me some cash out. I know that's right. Don't get mad, level up. Exactly. If you mad at yourself. You ain't mad at nobody else. Promise you. Redirect that energy into getting some money. If you can't do that, well, you don't deserve no woman anyway. Thank you, Chastity. Sprinkle. Okay, Chastity sent me a cash app and she's asking me, 4 kids, divorced, veteran, do I have a chance? Yes, if you don't tell nobody. Sprinkle. Lie. Okay, thank you, Chastity. Yeah, if you lie, you got a chance, baby. Never play fair in an unfair world. Thank you, King K. For if he's not paying, he's not staying. Okay, thank you, King Casework. I know that's right. Thank you, Arlene. Sprinkle, sprinkle. All right. Sorry I missed that Cash App earlier, but I got to it. So please, what they don't need to know, they don't need to know. You got a chance as long as you keep your mouth shut. Don't tell nobody nothing. And I'm saying that because men are dating you. They're not dating your kids. They're not dating your past. They're not dating any of those things. They're dating you right here in the present. So they don't need to know about any of those things. They need to fall in love with you. They need to fall for you. They need to get obsessed and hooked on you. They need to start to like you times 10. Whatever comes after that, whatever you bring up later on, once they're head over heels, paying them bills, they're going to easily accept. Okay? So, stay mysterious, exactly. If they've invested lots of money in you, paid some of your bills, taken you out, you've met their friends, they like you, you like them, they like you more, they're getting used to you being in their lives, then all of a sudden you say, since things are getting more serious, I do have something that I've been wanting to tell you. They get a serious face. They're going to be scared. What? What is it? Well, I didn't want to tell you. No, maybe I shouldn't tell you. What is it? What is it? No. I don't know how you're going to react. They're going to get all scared. Then just think, I have kids. Is that it? Mm-hmm. Everything else doesn't matter because then you can like, well, where are the fathers? Like, oh, I'm divorced. Then you let it unfold from there. Well, why didn't you tell me you had kids? Because there's weirdos out here that target women with kids. You're absolved. Okay? You're absolved. Done. Let them focus on you, falling for you, being obsessed with you, pay some of them bills, get used to you. Then you tell them later on, once you realize things are going in a good direction. If it's a deal breaker, you still win because they've invested in you. They paid some of them bills. They made life a little easier for you. They've actually fallen for you. And they know that you're not out there dating everybody and bringing your kids around everybody, and that you actually are a genuine person for not, telling them all your business right away because you wanted to protect them kids, So lie. Sprinkle, sprinkle. They'll probably be relieved it's not something worse. Okay. Okay. You said I thought I would be doing a barbecue all day. Girl, I don't eat meat. I might be going somewhere later on tonight to watch fireworks. Mm-hmm. All right. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Limited time arranged marriage in India. How do I choose a man who brings peace and aligns with values and no pressure, no messy in-law issues? Find a gay man in the closet that needs a beard. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Find you a gay husband and get your money up. Make sure he got money. Sprinkle, sprinkle. It's a lot of them in there in the closet. He'll be all those things. He'll bring peace and alignment, and he won't pressure you for anything. And his mother-in-law will be just happy he's with a woman. Or lavender marriage all the way. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Get you a gay man that's in the closet. There you go. All right. Limited time. Arranged marriage in India. Choose a man that brings peace and aligns with your values. And no pressure. No messy in-laws. Gay man. Sprinkle, sprinkle. There you go. He ain't gonna pressure you to do nothing. He's gonna align with you. He's gonna be able to help you pick out your clothes. His parents gonna be elated that he's with a woman, and it's temporary. Wonderful. It's a win-win, darling. Okay. That's an arranged marriage in America. Yep. Mm-hmm. You keep finding women in his DMs, and when you ask about it, he gives you stupid excuses. Well, then get his credit card and go use retail therapy to soothe your anger. When you find the number next time, ask for his credit card too. It's like, you know what? I'm finding all these women's numbers in your phone, and oh, these shoes are so cute, and and they're half price too. And so, if you're gonna be DMing with, oh my gosh, they'll have my size. What shoes do you want? Let me see. Give me your credit card. He's gonna give you that card right then and there. You keep finding women in his DMs, make sure it's worth it to your wardrobe, to your bills, and to everything else. Because if he already doing that, he gonna keep doing it. Just get money. Let him try to distract you with handing you that credit card. I promise you. Thank you, Jade. She said, thank you for what you do. Appreciate you, girl. I'm getting ready to go in a few minutes. But yes, every time they mess up, get money. Get gifts. Okay? You're going to do it anyway to you and the next one. Might as well benefit off of it while you're there. Okay. You ever left relationships with good jewelry? That's the best. Good purchase, good jewelry that increase in value, ma'am, you're growing. Businesses, I'm telling y'all. This one girl I know, she said, he asked me to marry him. I took the ring, but then I changed my mind. Yes, ma'am. Keep that ring. Okay. Entertaining any dust is going to keep you attracting more dust. This is why I tell y'all, get away from dust. All you're doing is saying it's okay for you to date a dusty. And in your mind, you're programming yourself that that's all you deserve. I don't care what they offer you. If it ain't enough, stay away from dust. You know what I'm saying? If you continuously entertain dust, that's all you're worth. It's a reflection of you. Okay? It's a reflection. It's a reflection of what you think you deserve. Whatever you entertaining as a woman, that's what you think you deserve. That's the level you think you own. Okay? No matter what. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Mm-hmm. Never entertain dust. I don't care. It's better to be alone than entertain a dusty. I promise you. Let me tell you why. Because some of y'all don't understand this. And this is major. I'm going to tell you why these dusties are real, real bad. Because they know as a woman, it is better for you to be alone than to be with them. Because they're draining you and you're doing more for them. You could be putting all that into yourself. You could be investing all of that energy, all of that money, all of that free time into bettering yourself so you can get whatever you want in this world. But you're pouring it into them. And so you're never, or I'm not going to say never, but you're going to spend longer becoming your best self if you got to worry about another grown, able-bodied man in your presence, being dusty in your presence, not doing enough for you, not bringing you more benefits. You know what I'm saying? It's a waste of time, and it's actually moving backwards. You left your husband because he was jobless, and he still is. For almost 2 years. You gave birth and worked, did everything and more. Am I a bad person? No, you're a good person. Sprinkle, sprinkle. You're a good person for putting up with it that long, girl. I don't know how you did it. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Now you're free. So, wonderful. You were a good person as long as you put up with that, but you became a better person when you chose yourself. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Okay. You said some of these questions are just asking for validation, not advice. I know. Once you learn you don't need permission or validation, that's when you become the best. All right. How do you get him to chase you again? Be what he wants again. Obviously, he don't want you if he ain't chasing. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Be out of his league. Men love chasing women out of their league, girl. Okay. Men love chasing women out their league. All right, y'all. I'm getting ready to wrap this up. Happy 4th of July, everyone. Thank y'all, everybody who donated. If y'all want to ask me questions in private, I do have a Patreon. It's linked in the description bar. And I will also link it here. If you join tier 2 and up, you can write me in the message privately, and I will write back in a day or two or the same day. You'll get access to all the stuff that you get access to in a day or two as well. Or whenever I see your message or that you've joined, definitely. Okay. So here is the link. Definitely join the Patreon. Tier 2 and up. If you join the VIP or the mail out tier, you get a written letter every month by me, handwritten, or a card, and access to other things. Okay. Thank you. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Okay. Y'all have a good rest of your day. Bye.